Hi everyone, this is Audapostrophe. Let's continue our game of Chronus Arc on Nintendo Switch. Alright, I'm kind of hoping that after going through this, we'll have the appropriate levels. And we've gone through a couple class changes. Sarna was the one that was dying all the time, so hopefully this will be enough. She still doesn't have much more way of hit points as she was on level 99 in the original class. But hopefully that changes here soon. That'll be enough to get over that hit point hump. Come in again, young lad. How have you been? Oh, by the way, I have some more boost medals for you. Young lad, listen to me carefully. I'm really serious, okay? No joking around this time. The puzzles in this tower are particularly complex. You might even find yourself needing to make use of enemies. Also, because of the way the floors are arranged, it's easy to lose any sense of where you are. I'm confident you'll be able to overcome these difficulties, young lad. Thanks. Young lad, I've got one final thing to say. All this time, I've been tricking you. Eh? You remember I told you before about the old man who gave me the book boost manuals? You gave me first aid. You gave first aid to the old man, and he gave you the manuals as a way of saying thanks. To be honest, the idea of helping the old man never even crossed my mind. When I saw him lying there in such a terrible state, there was only one thing going through my head. All I could think about was whether or not he had any valuables on him. I only needed to take one look at the old man to know he was a goner. I knew that even if he did have any valuables, he wouldn't be needing them where he was going. All that was in my mind at the time was that I could take his valuables and nobody would suffer. While I was in the middle of looking for his valuables, the old man regained consciousness. In a bit of a panic, I gave him first aid. That's all. I'm glad you've been trusting me, but this is the sort of guy I really am. To be honest, I've been the same with you too. In Kirby, I heard about you from the townspeople. That's how I found out that you were a pupil of Teth, the sorcerer knight of Kirby. Before I found out about that, though, I'd heard that Teth was guarding the treasure of Kirby somewhere. I don't know where the treasure of Kirby is, but I did get the feeling that Teth was no ordinary guy. I guess that anything being protected by someone like him must be something pretty special. The treasure of Kirby? Could it be the fragment? And just when I was wondering how I might be able to get a look at the treasure, I came across you. I decided to try and make friends with you because I knew that you were Teth's pupil. I thought that if I got close to you, I might be able to get a look at the treasure. Then there was the chance that in the future you'd end up guarding the treasure of Kirby yourself. I played the fool a bit to hide my real intentions. But I'll tell you now, given a chance, I was going to escape with the treasure and sell it off for a fortune. I thought it'd be a piece of cake. I thought you were different to Teth. You looked so easy to fool. But that was then and this is now. What do you mean? Young lad, I've been watching you, watching how hard you've been trying. And now, all of a sudden, I find that I'm really hoping that you're successful. At the same time, I've realized that you've made me remember something important that I'd forgotten. What had I forgotten? Compassion and trust. That's what. My heart was parched and lifeless, but thanks to you, young lad, I feel like it's been watered. Thank you, young lad. Curious. Young lad, I've come to a decision. I'm not going to see you again, but I'm going to draw a line as best I can. I know this is something I have no right to say, but in this world, there are so many bad guys like me, you know. Don't let yourself be fooled again. You can have the boost manuals. I don't want anything in return either. Forget all this. Forget me, and most of all, take care. Curious. What's up? What's all the sudden shouting about? You going to complain about me tricking you? Thanks for everything. No, thank you, Loka. That's the first time you've used my name. It's common sense to find out in advance the name of what you're hunting for. Anyway, you'll run into many obstacles from here on too, I'm sure. Take care, though, Loka. Sacrifice the race a little. Sarna just does not have a lot of HP. This girl doesn't either, but it seems like that boss wasn't really attacking Pearl that much. Tap lock. Yeah, now I remember why I didn't solve that one. Alright, let's see how this works out. Might need to reach more levels. Master! What? My spell's broken? Galber. You're out of luck, Galber. This is the end of your crazy plans. I understand that you can't accept the death of someone who meant so much to you, but that doesn't mean you can go around doing the things you've been trying to. No, you don't understand, little girl. In this world, there are some humans who cannot be allowed to pass away. My teacher, Master Restoria, is one of them. He is a great, great man. I won't let him die. In death, everyone is equal. The Master Restoria I knew would have made sure you learned that. Shut up! If you really are one of Restoria's pupils, just imagine for a minute the sadness of losing your master right in front of your own eyes. I tried to bring Restoria back to life. I haven't used a forbidden spell, but it was no good. I used my own spirit, and the spirits of animals, but all I did was create a monster from our master. So stupid. It was, but this time is different. Chronus energy has the power to return things to how they were before. If I use that energy, along with the spirits of humans, I can bring Master Restoria back to life. You lot, get out of here! No way! Humans have already started turning into monsters. The only way to bring them back to normal is with the Chronus energy. We need the energy. No, I need the Chronus energy. Do you have the final fragments or not? Loka, take Sarna and get out! No chance, we've come here to fight. thing I have all of my magic and stuff. Damn. You're just kids. How come you're so strong? That doesn't matter. Come on, just cooperate and hand over the fragments. No, I won't give up. Never! Wrong. This is the end for you. The gates. The time rewinding has started. Things aren't over yet. If I incorporate Master Restoria's strength into my own body... Ah! What happened just then? I don't believe it. He took Cordia's fragment. Beyond the gate, there is a monster created by Galber. He's going to join himself into it. Galber? Wait. Be careful, all three of you. Let's go through the gates of time? Yeah, let's do it. Alright, let's go! Gates are closing. The time rewinding has finished. No, it's too soon. I haven't returned everyone to normal yet. Sarna, wait. Sarna, come back here. No. Where is this? I think I remember. Day with Sarna. Oh my god, Sarna! Loka. Ah, you're safe. It's really weird. Everybody seems to be back to normal. Where's Sarna? Everyone in town is back to normal. Sarna's still inside the gates, I think. She can't be. Right now, I finally think I understand Galber's feelings. Princess Sarna is really missing. I think I'll regret it later if I don't do everything I can now to try and get her back. Galber was trying so hard to protect someone who was important to him, wasn't he? But in life, losing someone is something you have to learn to get over. If you can't, you end up hurting so many people, just like Galber did. Sire, I'm so sorry. You told me to look after Princess Sarna, but I couldn't protect her. Sarna takes after the Queen, I'd say. She doesn't tend to listen to what people are telling her. Therefore, I don't blame you for what happened. However, Sarna left the kingdom without so much as a word of farewell. She is a failure as a princess. Sarna's sense of justice is strong. I thought she'd make an excellent queen. If I'd been able to protect her properly 10 years ago, maybe she wouldn't be caught up in all this now. You lot, look at yourselves. I'm sad and lonely too, you know. But even I can accept situations when it's obvious there's nothing that can be done. Sarna protected us all, you know. We can't just sit around with long faces. It's not something that it's so easy to just accept, though. Jeez, what a sentence, huh? But even Teth just said the same thing. We have to get over it. Hey, he's Master Teth to you. Talk about miserable and depressing. Sarna? Who else could it be? I came back because I was worried about you all. See that when I'm not around, you can't agree on anything. Sarna, it's really you. Welcome back. Oh, Sarna, it's so good to have you back. It's good to be back. What about the gates, though? Didn't you go through them in the end? I went through them. I saw the fragment that was inside me come out. Then I saw the fragment join with the other fragments. I could see everyone's spirits became free. How did you get back, though? There was a technique by Galber's corpse. I used it to get back to this side of the gates. It was probably something Galber made for emergencies. Sarna, I was so worried about you. I know you were. I'm sorry for causing you all so much worry. Back then, all I could think about was that I had to get everyone back to normal. And everyone is back to normal. That's such a relief. Ah, I just remembered. What? Where's this? During the Hura festival 10 years ago, Sarna and I were playing together here. The animals were spirits. The animals whose spirits had been stolen away by Galber's forbidden spell turned into monsters and attacked. My parents died protecting me from the monsters. Your mother and father were victims of Galber too, weren't they, Loka? Does it hurt to remember? No, I'm okay. I'd be lying if I said the memories weren't painful, but this is what I think. If I were Restoria, I'd think I'd be really sad. I mean, I know that whatever my friends thought of me, they'd have such painful memories. I'd hate that. That's right. I bet it's the same with my daddy. I bet he's glad that I'm happy and healthy. You're right. It's really painful to make someone sad who is close to you. That's why I've made a decision. No matter how painful the farewells I have to face in the future, I'm never going to wallow in sadness and self-pity. Mind you, though. What? When you disappeared through the gates, Sarna, that was really, really terrible. Don't ever do anything as stupid as that on your own again. Right, you're a princess after all, Sarna. Okay, I understand. I'm sorry, too, for making you two worry so much, so next time I go too far, you two will be right there with me. Alright! Well, we've reached the end of our journey, although I probably didn't play it in the most ideal way. But it was still enjoyable. I think after a while, the grinding did feel like it was too much. But I'd say this is probably pretty average for games that were trying to replicate that genre. I go back and think to how many times I was fighting in Final Fantasy 6, and it's like, man, that game was non-stop fighting, really. Even worse if you ever played like Phantasy Star 2. I mean, that game you take like 2 steps and you get into a fight. Or Dragon Warrior 4 or 3, I think. It was like literally like every other step you had to fight. So, there's lots of quality of life, that will help you if you are willing to purchase the DLC. So it's not so bad. I think under normal conditions, if I hadn't purchased the DLC, this game would take quite a bit longer to complete. So if you want to play it straight without any of the DLC cheating, then you're going to be in for a 30 or 40 hour experience, which is it's well worth your money. Gained background music and exhausted spirit. Continue to save. You can play the game from start. We're using the save data. If you load this data normally, you can play through the rest of the story. Status, etc. will be carried over as follows. Money, items, boost manuals, reinforcements from status up items, playtime, level statuses, master magic, and skills. Caused you so much trouble, didn't I? I'm sorry about that, but you've become a really fine sorcerer knight. Also, the fragments are all on the other side of the gates now. Come on, let's protect Kirby together. Nothing for me? Jerk. As far as those go. You did a really excellent job. I was really surprised by what you managed. But from here on, don't do anything too foolhardy, right? Alright, for a while we'll be taking things easy. For a while, she says. We need to give the orbs back to Loka. I'd forgotten. Loka, we've come to give you back the orb. We were pretty rough when we took it. Sorry about that. It was a great help, though. Thanks. See you again soon. Anyway, I think you're still weird, by the way. Wait. What is it? You gave me a really bad time, but do you think everything's all fine now? I don't like the sound of this. I've made a few inquiries. It seems you're the Princess of Kirby, am I right? I'll take that as a yes. Alright then, it's time for a bit of bargaining. I have heard that there exist some gates called the Gates of Time, which are the gateway to another world. I have heard that it's possible to get from the Chronus Shrine in your kingdom to the location of the Gates of Time. If you're willing to hand over the Chronus Shrine as it is to me, I could be persuaded to forgive you for everything that's happened up until now. Those gates don't open anymore. They'd be completely useless to you. In that case, they're completely useless to you too. That place is a holy place in Kirby. There's no way we could ever let you have it. I see. In that case, I'll take it to you by force. You're nothing but a weakling. Don't think I'm the same as I have been up until now. I might not look it, but in fact, I'm really into research. I've had my research institute here in the castle investigate various techniques. As a result, I've gained incredible power for myself. You think you can get everyone to do what you say with such pathetic little speeches as that? You're a failure as a king. A failure? Even so, I'm still the king. Even if I'm a failure of a king, I'm still the king of Cosmos. And that's not going to change. I ride a white horse. I love treasure, and I get rid of anyone who crosses me. This saber of mine has been passed down through generations. Prepare to meet your doom by its dancing slashes. I'll grovel at my feet. Get ready to fight. Ha 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 ha! You haven't seen anything yet. Let me show you my real power. What's happening to him? He used his spirit to invoke a technique. It's a forbidden spell. He's turning into a monster. This game. It's such a piece of crap sometimes. Oh well. That's kind of our time anyway. This is audap stream watching Chronus Arc on Nintendo Switch. So we got to the regular end, but we're on our way to the true end. So hopefully we'll be able to do that next time. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.